My name's Evie. Welcome back. We're here at the Red Barn Gardens where the owners Kathy and Mark Mosley have allowed us to use their grilling facility. We're in Blytheville, Arkansas, and we're grilling ribs. First thing I want to do is touch a minute on the wood we use. We use a combination of oak, hickory, pecan, and fruit wood. On our fruit wood we use usually plum and cherry because it's more readily available. I like to use it a little on the green side because it produces more smoke and produces a bit more heat. Now what I've done is I put our beef ribs directly on the fire first. And it takes beef ribs a little longer to cook, about 15 minutes longer on the same heat. So we put them on first. What we'll do is we'll mark them up on both sides, get some good heat on there, and we'll move them off of the direct heat onto the indirect heat. We've moved our beef ribs off of the direct flame to the indirect flame, and we put our pork ribs on now, our baby back ribs, fat side down to begin with, and we'll mark those up good on both sides, and then we'll move those over off of the direct heat onto the indirect heat. Now what I've done is I've taken the marinade we used overnight and I have put it in this pot to boil, and I'm going to reuse it to baste these ribs as we're cooking. Alright, now I've got all of our meat off of the direct heat onto the indirect heat. I've colored up both sides of them. Alright, now we're going to close the lid and finish them off fat side down for about 45 minutes. Our ribs are coming along pretty good. I've just basted them again about 15 minutes into the process. In about 15 more minutes I'll baste them again and finish them off 15 minutes later. That'll give us our 45 minutes and they'll be done. Alright, the ribs are ready and we're going to pull them off. I flipped these beef ribs over so that you can see the size of the bone that we've got here. And we've left them on there long enough to where the heat has cooked away all the fat and that the meat is separating from the bones. So we've eliminated a lot of that fat, and now all you're left with is the meat, and that's good. So we're going to pull them off now, and I'm going to cut them up individually so we can get a peek at that, and we'll be ready to eat ribs. The beef ribs are darker. The pork ribs, the other white meat, are here. We cooked them long enough where you can see that the fat has cooked, a lot of it has cooked away out of the beef ribs, which are generally more fatty than the pork ribs. And they just look fantastic. They're going to be great. Let's find out just how great they are. Oh, son, man, that's good. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Y'all probably won't like them though.